Hey, what's up, everybody? Do I have a really great live for you? Now, most of the people on my wall are people who are in the home based business industry, network marketing industry. And so today we are going to have a gentleman on who's going to give us the facts of something big that's going on in the industry that a lot of people want to know about. And so I'm inviting him on as my guest. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? How you doing, Kimberly? Welcome to this live. And so as I am waiting for my guest to join, let me just give you a little backdrop on this. So, a lot of you know for the last 3 years, I have been promoting O2 Worldwide as my business opportunity of choice. And you have seen me just giving a lot of value, talking to people about those O2 drops. You all have heard of the O2 drops, right? So you've heard me talking to people about the O2 drops, and I've been sharing a lot of testimonies in reference to that, and I've been locked and loaded with O2 for quite a while. Excited since day one. Hey, what's up? What's up, Donald? Excited since day one about O2 Worldwide, right? And so people recently, and I'm trying to get this guy on, guys. Be patient with me because I do not see him, and I've got to get my guest. I've got to get my guest on here. And so, there we go. I've already invited him. Hey, what's up, Cass? And so recently, well, a couple months ago, people heard me talking about Laura Life International, right? And so people had asked me, well, Boomy, what's up with O2? Did you leave O2? Why did you leave O2? All kinds of questions. And so I said, no. I have not left O2 Worldwide. O2 Worldwide has just rebranded. It has rebranded, and we are now Laura Life International. Oh my gosh, Laura Life International, and it is exciting. Some people say, well, what's wrong? Why is the company rebranding? People always want to go to the negative, right? They always want to go negative, like there's something was wrong. And so it was funny because I was doing a presentation today, and the girl was like, well, why'd you have to give that information? I'm like, it's nothing to hide. It's something that's great. It's something that is great. And I have someone who is coming on who is our president of global sales and marketing with Laura Life International. And he has such a vision for this company going. Like I said, I've been excited every day since day one that I joined with O2, but now that we've rebranded to Laura Life, I'm telling you guys, I'm so excited. I can't stand it. The vision has never been bigger, and to just kind of share with you all and create awareness of what we got going on here is none other than that awesome Mr. Al Rodriguez. How you doing, Al?
Boomy Moore, I'm doing great. How are you today?
Man, I said I'm so excited. I can't stand it, Al. And I'm so excited to have you on here for this interview where we're going to create some awareness in our phenomenal profession of network marketing. There's some people watching because they're looking for opportunities, and some people that just want to know information. They're students of the industry. So we want to tell you all what is going on with Laura Life International. The first thing I want to tell you is, as O2 Worldwide has changed its name, the reason why we changed it to Laura Life is Laura means earth. So Laura Life actually means earth life. So I want you to think about getting outside into nature, things that are natural, organic, herbal, getting back to the way we used to do things way back in the day when we weren't dependent on prescription drugs, right? And so Laura Life is about that earth life, mind, body, and spirit. And so the name is just so fitting. So, we had the name change, but what I really love, because you all know I'm a big thinker, Dan Putnam was visionary enough to know that, how the Bible says one can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000. And he knows about collaboration, and it's not all about him. So he brought in a team of phenomenal visionaries to take this company way beyond 100 million. So he knew, hey, wait a minute, I need some help. And so, Al, I'm going to swing the floor to you, because what is the vision? Like, you've been successful in this industry, you've been successful in business. what made you plant your flag here at O2 Worldwide, not just as a business partner, but you're actually there at the corporate level as a VP of Global Sales and Marketing. Where is this opportunity headed?
Yeah, absolutely, Boomy. And I appreciate your leadership. And obviously, doing things like this, I think, is wonderful because it does bring awareness to people. We've got to bring awareness. And so I think people today are going to be able, from your transmission, to pick and choose what's important to them. But you're right. I've been doing this for 24 years, a good portion of it full time. And, I got a call from Dan at the end of 2018. And he says, Al, I want to have the biggest run that I've ever had in my career. And we have to understand that Dan's been very successful. He's not only owned companies, but he's been a behind the scenes consultant, startup expert. I mean, this guy's well-rounded. So when he called me, he had my attention when he started talking about doing something different. And so as we began to get the vision, as he began to, and by the way, we spoke on the phone a number of times. He flew me to Utah, sometimes as well, all before I joined Luralife. And I got to tell you the truth, it was like a breath of fresh air, Boomy. I've been doing this a long time. And listen, I hope hope it's okay with your audience to just keep it as real can be.
Keep it real, Al. Keep it real.
One of the things of my reputation is I'm respectful, but I'm about as straightforward talker as you can get. I love network marketing. I think it is the average person's ability and opportunity to do something unaverage in the world. However, having said that, let's keep it real. We're an industry that's full of bad pay plans, poor operations, pay plans that don't serve the masses. I got to be honest with you. They've served me because I've been full time. But I tell you, I've lost many a night's sleep when I say, gosh, the pay plan that we're in is not good for the part-timer. An auto ship order that's $180, $190 a month is not good for the masses. And so as we began to hear the story, and when I say me, my wife's obviously my partner in this as well, not on the corporate side, but just, in life and everything we do. And as I began to hear the mission, here's what I heard, Boomy, is I heard that, we had affordable products that the masses can reach, not only in the U.S. market, but in the international markets. Most of my business that I've done has been in the international markets. People are starving for an opportunity. In fact, I hate to say this, I'm American, I'm born and raised in the United States. Sometimes we don't see opportunity. I'll tell you what, the international markets, they see this. I've been on Zooms today, one Zoom after the other today, South Africa, Ecuador, Mexico, and they see opportunity. And here's why they see it. We've got effective, consumable, affordable products, right? You don't have to go, mortgage the house to join us. The auto ship every month is normal. It's just practical sense, right? That's what Dan did. But that's not all, right? It's not about, affordable products. It is more than that. It is about a pay plan that absolutely serves the leader. So people like you, Boomy, and like many others, 6 figures, multiple 6 figures and beyond, that's all in place. But here's the big thing I want to point out in this section here. It does not come at the expense, and it is not built on the backs of the part-time and spare time distributor, like unfortunately it is in many of these companies, guys. It is just the truth, right? It's just the truth. So now, some of you might be wondering, well, can you give us an example? So let me give you an example. Can you imagine joining a business for under $100, nobody gets hurt, 100% money back guarantee? Can you imagine now, you just got to go out. By the way, Facebook has over 1 billion people. Go out and find 4 people that want to make some extra money, right? Might be friends, family. I'll tell you the truth, might be someone you haven't even met yet. You just got to get good at marketing possibly. And then the third step is really a repetition of steps 1 and 2. Teach those people, right? Don't just recruit people, help them. And and the behavior in our pay plan at Luralife allows for that. Help those 4 find their 4 guys. And guess what? We now help the masses, which I call the 95%ers, part-time, spare time. You've been in 3 or 4 or 5 companies. You've generated some self-doubt. And I think that most of it has not been your fault. It's just that there's been no system. You got to get a lot of people on your team to make any money. Well, guess what? You're making $500 a month on the one bonus, probably another 100 or 2 in the other parts of the pay plan. So you're not making $600 to $700 a month, guys. But I want you to think about that. Your auto ship is under $100. Unless you're really bad at math, $600 to $700 a month is more than 100. So where are you going to go? So you're going to stay. Your people are going to stay. And isn't that what we want to do? We just want to do some good business, right? And I won't go into the rest of the pay plan right now, Boomy, but I just think that when I heard that from Dan, I said, you know what? We can do a lot of stuff with this. Affordable products, a 4x4 pay plan that finally addresses the 800-pound elephant in the room, which is to help the armies of people. You see, not everybody wants to become a professional networker. I get that. I love this, and I can tell you all the virtues beyond the product, beyond the pay plan, why I've loved working from home. But let's forget about that for a minute. How about we just help that single mom actually make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month on a very part-time basis? She doesn't have to give up her job. She doesn't have to sacrifice time with her kids. She just has to know how to use Facebook, the internet, maybe a mobile app, right? I mean, it's very easy peasy. So when I heard that, Boomy, I said, I'm all in. Obviously, I got an offer from Dan to join the corporate team. I joined the first week of January. And I've got to add this because this is something that I just think that Dan has done such a wonderful job. I was very honest, Boomy. I said, hey, listen, Dan, I don't want to be another one of those companies that, promises all this stuff. And he says, what do you want? I said, I want us to do 5 new English videos, 5 new Spanish videos. I want us to be a pre-launch, but that does stuff now, not one day. I can't tell you how many pre-launches don't have their act together. Guys, sounds like I'm raining on their parade, but it's just the truth, right? You gave me permission to be a straight talker here. They do willy-nilly. They don't do it right. Now, listen, are we perfect? Far from it. We're human beings. But we got the 5 videos in English. We got 5 videos in Spanish. We got a mobile app. We've got, we've got a myriad of things. But here's the bottom line is we actually give someone a real, viable, fighting chance to make some money. Whether you want to make 500, 5,000 a month or 5,000 a week, it is an opportunity. Now, by the way, this is going to sound a little bit egotistical, but I don't know how else to say it. I could be at any darn company. So can you, Boomy. I could be one of 3,000 companies, but I'm not there. I'm at Luralife because I see what's going to happen. In fact, I tell people just in the last couple of days, certain things have happened with Luralife that many people don't know. You won't even recognize this company in the next 90 to 120 days.
Wow.
You won't even recognize all the stuff that's happening and why we're all working so hard behind the scenes. And again, it's not for perfection. It's just to give people a viable business opportunity without all the hype, without all the nonsense. What do you think, Boomy? Does that make sense?
And listen, I'm sitting here just getting extra excited, just stirred up in my soul. The people who know me, my audience, they know that I've been promoting the O2 drops, the Thrive, all that for 3 years. I am a wellness girl. Like I always preach, your health is your first wealth. And so the products that we have, as you said, the products are affordable. The opportunity is affordable. We're there for the big networker as well as the little guy. But we've got something special going on, Al. Speaking of the products, tell us about this tea that we acquired, because this is not just any detox tea. Like, I want the world to know that it is Luralife that has the original. Can you confirm that for me, that we have the original Dr. Miller's tea?
It is the real deal, Holyfield. Let me tell you about that. Now, as a matter of fact, one of the last Zoom I had today so far is a couple of guys out of Ecuador. They actually were in the same company I was in a few years ago. And listen, again, I'm not going to offend anyone. I'm not going to mention any names. We sold a knockoff product of detox tea, and my personal team did millions of dollars a month. And that's what they.
Wait a minute, say that again. Was an inferior product, a knockoff? You sold how much?
Millions per month.
Millions. Right? Awesome.
As a matter of fact, we had other products, but that was the #1 star product. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring that up for a couple of reasons. Number one is people love this detox tea. But here's why they're going to love the Luralife detox tea. And that brings me to your point, Boomy, is we are the only one. Let me say that again. Only company in network marketing, only company in direct sales that has the exclusivity of the real deal Holyfield. Now, for those of you who don't know this, the go-to guy in the detox tea world is Dr. Miller, right? Yeah. He's been selling millions of dollars on his own without, the need of Luralife or anyone else. Well, guess what? Dan has a relationship with Dr. Miller and his wife for 10 plus years. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to say this. Dr. Miller is not fond of the network marketing profession because he's had a couple of mishaps with other companies, which, by the way, sell the knockoff products. so,
Mm-hmm.
but here's what happened is we created not only an exclusive partnership with Dr. Miller, and that's why our packaging says Dr. Miller's Detox Tea, but we took his best-selling, best effective product, the Holy Tea, and we supersized it. He
Yes.
created a proprietary formula that is for Life. You can only get it through a Life affiliate, period, end of story. You can't go on his website. You can't get it anywhere else. And listen, this tea does not have any laxatives. I'm just going to leave it at that. Our tea does not have laxatives, so you're not going to have stomach problems and some of those chronic problems that we hear elsewhere. And let me tell you, I know a lot about tea. And when Dan says, listen, Dr. Miller, I knew exactly who Dr. Miller was. So in case you don't, borrow some of my faith. This is going to be a big run. As a matter of fact, Booby, you know we have other great products. We have new products coming. But putting all that aside, just the detox tea. When I was on the line with these guys from Ecuador, and they heard the story of the detox tea, they know what we did because we were in the same company a few years ago. These guys are all on board in Ecuador. As a matter of fact, he says, Al, he goes, I'm going to do my 4x4 in the next 24, 48 hours. He goes, we're going to get people here in Ecuador to sign up for under $100. He goes, I'm not going to put 4 people in. He goes, I'm going to put in about 10 or 15 people in. He goes, we're definitely going to do the 4x4. Now, it's not to impress you about some guy in Ecuador that you don't know. I'm talking about he knows, what a not so good operation is, what not so good tea, and he knows that now Life has the exclusivity. And Boomy, like you said, you're a nutrition expert. You're very committed. I've seen a lot of your videos, and you're very passionate about the health, right? So, guys, it isn't just an opportunity. The opportunity is huge, but really it's about having quality products. And certainly Dr. Miller's tea is validation to that. And no one else has this. I'm over the moon excited about it.
I love that. I love that. Over the moon excited as well as I am. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, we are on with the president of global sales and marketing of Life, formerly O2 Worldwide, for those of you who heard me for years promoting that. And we just wanted to tell you today what is going on as Life expands this opportunity across the globe. Now, listen to me. Most of my following is here in the United States. Now, I'm going to step on your toes for a moment. Al told you people in these other countries are hungry. They get an opportunity and they do not take it for granted. Day one, they start running. You heard what he said. The gentleman said, oh, I'm going to do my 4x4 fast. In fact, I'll have 8 today. I'll have 12 in the first 24 hours. People are hungry, looking for opportunity. And I think, Al, that in the United States, people have a false sense of security because they have that quote unquote good job that just over broke, but still 78% of the people are living paycheck to paycheck, even with that job making $75,000, $80,000, $95,000 a year. They're still living paycheck to paycheck. And guys, you got to understand that multiple streams of income is the order of the day. And you have to not have an additional job. You've got to have a business, a part-time business. Business is one of the best ways of earning income. I love it because we get to make our money first, spend it, and then pay taxes on what's left, right? Because of those business deductions. Instead of, if you're just a W-2 wage earner, you make your money, Uncle Sam takes out his portion, and then you have to live on the little meager crumbs that are left. And so there are so many reasons why you want to be in this industry of network marketing, why you would love to partner with Life. And so tea is so easy to sell. Like, yes, we have the amazing O2 drops. That's a miracle in a bottle. Yes, the Thrive organic greens are acting like a roto-rooter to clear out people's hearts and helping them to reverse the age of their heart and do so many awesome things. But it's something about this tea. Now, I never have been in a tea business, Al, so I didn't know what to expect, but it's crazy. It's like you don't even have to talk to people long, and they pull out their money and they say, here you go. And so I'm telling people, start a tea business with the original, get in on it, because this thing is about to just like this ship is taking off. So just talk a little bit more about the specialness of this tea, because I don't want people to miss it.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, you said there's so many nuggets here for your audience. I just posted about this this morning, and when you talked about, listen, I'm not anti-job, but in 2019, if you don't think you need a side hustle, if you don't think you
Right.
need tax advantages, you know, I don't know what news you're watching, or maybe maybe you're living in a cave. But here's what I posted, and I'm going to read it because right here behind me, it's on my Facebook post. I said, job security is obsolete, but it's still being taught in school. The idea
Wow.
of go to school, get good grades to get a good job, and I just went on to say more that it's an outdated rule. Guys, keep your job, but when you have a side hustle with Life, yes, you're going to make money. Yes, you're going to get healthy. Yes, you're going to contribute. You're even going to get. I'm not going to give you tax advice, but you're going to get tax benefits. I mean,
Yes.
if you have a W-2, you're getting beat to death. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to listen to Boomy. You have to listen to me. Go Google Robert Kiyosaki and ask him and see what he thinks about jobs, right? By the way,
Right.
there's something on the bookshelf here. It's the business of Robert Kiyosaki wrote the book, The Business of the 21st Century. And he didn't write it from a network marketer's perspective. He wrote it from an employee mindset to learn how to have an entrepreneur mindset. He talked about being with the right network marketing company, helping you with personal and professional development. He talked about tax advantages. He even went on saying, even if you made no money in a network marketing company, the tax advantages you can get are worth it
Yeah.
alone, into the
That's right.
thousands annually, right? And so you're absolutely right, Booby. Now this tea, and those of you who might be on my calls, the corporate call every Tuesday, which of course Boomy is always there with introductions and welcoming people. We talk about it on that Tuesday call. Yes, Life, you're going to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, but so
Mm-hmm.
many people have gone on to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds or more. But listen, and you got to listen to me. That's just the most evident part that maybe our tea does. There is so much more to this tea. You're detoxing your
Yeah.
system, guys. And listen, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a marketer, but I'm smart enough to know that if you're stressed, you don't exercise, you don't drink enough water, you eat hamburgers, you eat pizza. I don't care how good the pizza is, because I love pizza too, but you eat processed foods. Guys, if you're not detoxing, you're aging prematurely. Bottom line, you're
Mm-hmm.
aging prematurely. And what the detox tea does is going to release this toxic waste, right? That if you don't sleep well at night, it's because you got toxic waste. If you don't, like if 2 in the afternoon you peter out and you got to go drink 2 monsters, that means that your body's not running on an optimum level, guys. So whether you want the business or not, that's your option. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur mindset. That's okay, but you need to be consuming the tea. You need to be consuming
Yeah.
the tea because it's going to help you, in so many areas of life. And by the way, the last thing I'll tell you about that is inflammation. I've been studying inflammation the last couple of years. Everybody thinks that you only pay attention to pain. Do you realize that most of us operate with inflammation in our bodies, again, because of poor diet, pollution, lack of exercise, etc.? That's going to help you. The tea is going to help you. It's going to do all these things. It's a daily gentle cleanse that you're getting every day. Here in the Rodriguez household, my wife and I, 2-3 cups a day. When we take three, is because we want to maybe want to release some weight. I'm getting into a weight workout, so I want to kind of make sure that I'm going to tone and as well. So, but the tea is marvelous. The tea is marvelous, as you know. The O2 is a great companion product. And by the way, I just had my glass of Thrive here. That don't survive when you can thrive, right?
Absolutely. I had my Thrive today as I was sitting outside of Panera Bread, which is my second office, signing
Oh,
up customers. And of course, I'm always using my O2 drops. So if you've been following me, you probably know what O2 drops are. But if you don't, ask me, I'll let you know. But Al, I drink the tea every day, and people may say, well, you're only 117 pounds. Why are you drinking the tea? You don't need to lose weight. And I love the fact that if you don't need to lose weight, it's not going to make you lose weight, but it's about being healthy. My health goals to be disease free and prescription free all my life. And I know that I have to deal with the toxic overload from the environmental toxins in the air to some of the fake foods we eat and the pesticides, guys. You got to get it out. You eat most times 3 meals a day. You go to bathroom once. That means there are 2 meals a day stuck in you every day. putrefying and rotting, you got to get them out. And listen to this. So when I started drinking the tea and I saw Dr. Miller said, well, not just the weight loss, but this helps to strengthen your bones. It helps to protect against Parkinson's disease. It removes parasites. Y'all got to get those worms out. Yes, you do have them. It reduces levels of sugar in the blood, alleviates asthma, prevents cold and flu, strengthens memory. It's like, oh my gosh, this tea does so much. So people, I think because obesity is an epidemic, you know, people want to lose weight, but there's so many more benefits, guys. Cleansing, listen to this, all your major organs, liver, colon, gallbladder, spleen, kidneys, down to the cellular level, and is gentle enough to drink every day. No cramping, no senna in it. I mean, I love it. Herbal, organic. And here's the thing. We got the real deal Holyfield tea at an amazing price with a brand new company, Laura Life, right? That is in pre-launch. If you're looking for an opportunity, the time is now. And I am telling you, I mean, Al is the president of global sales and marketing. We are spreading this thing like we're picking up big money, guys, international money. And I want to thank you, Al, for talking to my dad. You know, you're the reason why he said, I'm coming out of retirement. You guys know my parents moved to Panama, then they went to Colombia. My parents happen to actually live now in Cali, where Al's wife is from.
That's right.
So that's a coincidence, but this tea has brought my father out of retirement. He said, what? You guys are in Cali? You're in Colombia? You're doing business in Panama? And Al, there too, he said the people are so open for opportunity. On average, their income is like less than $300 a month. And he was like, wow, I can double people's income by showing them how to just do the 4x4. And now they can make on the side twice as much as what they're making on their hard-earned jobs every day. So we were talking yesterday. He said, Boomy, my goal is to double the income of 1,000 people here in Colombia. So he's fired up and excited. Guys, those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about Laura Life International. Yes, O2 Worldwide is rebranded. We're in pre-launch now with Laura Life under some great leadership of Al Rodriguez. Now, Al, just talk to me a little bit just about the vision, because, you know, we think big and we also take big actions. And there are people who are looking for something real, but something that can truly be life-changing. Like, everybody's heard, oh, you can make so much money, but why could this truly be a difference for people this time around when they partner with us?
Well, I love this part of the conversation, and I don't usually have it with everybody because, you know, unfortunately, you know, we become a world of doubters, doubting Thomases, wandering generalities. And I don't mean that to be in a mean way. I just think that people are full of fear, doubt, and indecision, right? Mm-hmm. And so, first of all, if you get into some personal development with Laura Life, you're just going to operate better. You're just going to be happier. You're going to have better relationships, you know, not just health and wealth, but you're just going to operate. Now, that leads me to stepping up. I think that the Laura Life plan, listen, I studied accounting. I was a mortgage banking company owner for many years. And I'm going to tell you two things about that. Number one is people are broke, but they're all broke at a higher level. The guy who makes $40,000, the guy who makes, and listen, I've seen thousands of mortgage applications. The guy that makes $40,000 a year, he knows his brother-in-law makes 60. He says, boy, if I made 60, I'd really have it made. What he doesn't know is his brother-in-law who makes 60 just has more bills and doesn't have any fiscal literacy. He's broke at a higher level. So guys, when you join with Laura Life, you're going to get some training. We got a lot of stuff coming with Travis and Dan and our other people here, where you're going to get education beyond really what you think you should get. It's the culture of Laura Life. But let me talk to you about some nuts and bolts things. And I can just take one part of this pay plan and make it so clear that you don't even have to have any experience to understand this. So first you joined for under 100. You did your 4x4. Maybe you did it a second time. So you're making about $1,000 on that bonus, another $200 or $400. Nice. But what about those people who say, okay, Al, I hear about all this big money. You know, how do I access that? What do I have to do?
Mhm.
Well, first of all, you don't have to be a pay plan expert. You don't have to go, put the PDF compensation plan under your pillow so somehow it migrates to your brain. All you got to do with the 4x4 guys, you have to do it, you have to teach it to your directs, and then you have to duplicate that on your team. If you do that, we've got a plan for you to earn $10,000 a month or more in the next 6 months. Now,
Yes.
easy to do, easy not to do. And I'm going to give you
Mhm.
one example because some of you might be saying, well, okay, sounds good, but what do I really have to do? Well, let me give you one example. Is it possible that as you're building a team, that you probably have some responsibility to pay it forward and help other people? And of course, we'd all probably say yes, right? This is not a
Mhm.
business where you're not going to sell all the tea. You're not going to recruit all the people. You're going to do a little bit. You're going to teach other people to do a little bit. And that's how the income is derived in the freedom model of network marketing. Now, having said that, imagine this. We have something called check match. Now, I can talk about 2 hours on here, but I won't. I'll talk about the next minute or two. And imagine if the next 6 to 12 months, guys, quit thinking you're going to be wealthy in 30 days. If you've been at your job 10, 20 years and you're not wealthy, why would you think you're going to be wealthy
For 40.
anywhere else in 30 days, right? I see people quit too early, right? So imagine you committed, and I use the term lightly because I think 6 to 12 months is not a big commitment, but let's say you committed
That's right.
to work your Lura Life business. And imagine if you committed to help, say just 10 people, right? You help, but what if you help those 10 people make an extra part-time income of a couple $1,000s a month, right? They're earning that in the dual team commissions. Well, let's do some math real quick. 10 people times 2,000 is $20,000. You're going to get 50% leadership bonus from Lura Life. You're going to get $10,000 a month just from that. That doesn't count your 4x4 ones or your 4x4 twice. Doesn't count your product sales. Doesn't even count the other parts of the pay plan. Just this one bonus alone. If you go out and help 10 people make an extra couple thousand a month, you're making a side hustle that's 6 figures. Now, just to make this really kind of sweeten the pot, because I know there's some smarties out there that say, well, can I have more than 10? Well, you're right. You can have more than 10. How many? It's your business. It's like a jewelry store. How many watches do you want to sell this week? How many, you own a restaurant. How many meals do you want to serve? Well, how many people do you want to help? Maybe you don't want to help 10 people. Maybe your goal is to help 20 people. Or God forbid those 10 people, 2 or 3 of them really fired up and they didn't make
Mhm.
2,000. They made 10,000 a month. You get 50% of that. So guys, that's the magic of this business. It's the leveraged income that's going to allow you to make income when you're not working. Why? Because your people are also going for their own goals and dreams, right? They don't join you just to help you. That might sound warm and fuzzy, but the myriad of people going and chasing their dreams. And so in this case, you can make it $10,000, $20,000 a month. You want more, you just got to do more of it. Just do more of the same thing. Help more people do their 4x4, just like your dad's going to do. Your dad's going to help tons of people. I can't wait to hang out with your dad down in Cali. I spoke to a guy today, Boomy, that's in Cali, Colombia. He's got a team of
Okay.
he's got a team of 1,300 people in another company. Guess what company he just joined?
What? Does it start with an L?
Yeah, LL, Lura Life, right? Because he feels kind of the same way as your dad, right? He knows that the secret is to help the masses. It isn't to go
Yeah.
just find the gurus, right? You help enough people, you're going to get paid in this Lura Life plan. And so, guys, I could talk all about the pay plan, but really, you just need to help some people, make them, sports. I love sports, but let's face it, sports a win-lose. Someone's got to win, and someone's got to lose. In Lura Life, you do win-win. You help more people earn money, you earn more money. It's as simple as
Yes.
that. Now, some people say, is this business for everybody? I guess not. If you're not willing to help people, this is probably not for you. The job is probably good. Show up at the cubicle and do that, right? But if you're willing to help people, if you've got a heart to serve others, right? If you got a heart to be coachable, if you've got a heart to take 3 simple steps, learn them, teach them, duplicate them, then guys, and again, I don't want to impress anyone, but I want to impress upon you that I've been blessed to meet people in different companies. And I won't mention her name right now, but she's a friend of ours. She's in our private high level group that is different network marketing leaders. She's a single mom of 3 kids. Her husband literally left her with 3 kids about 5 or 6 years ago. She didn't have a college education. She didn't have a resume because she was making babies. And he literally just walked, right? She didn't know what to do. She applied for jobs, couldn't even get paid, couldn't even get low paying jobs. She got introduced to network marketing and she struggled for a year. She struggled for a year. She's now been in her company 4.5 years and she's a 7-figure a year earner. I am so
Wow.
proud of her. She'll probably never join our company because she's set over there, and that's okay. But in this coaching group, I could give you testimonial after testimonial of the real deal people making a living. They don't all have to make 7 figures, but there's lots of people making 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and the Lura Life plan is great for all of those people. And if your faith only lets you think today an extra $1,000 a month, get started. Let's get you to 1,000 a month. Let's get you to become a thousandaire. Guess what? When you make 1,000, I assure you that you'll believe you can make 2,000 or 3,000. When you get to 3,000, I assure you that 10,000 looks like it's around the corner, right? So you don't have to believe the big money today. You just got to take a step of faith today.
Yes, yes, yes. Al, is so good. I'm sitting here just in total gratitude that this opportunity came to me some years ago. I said yes. I never wavered, been excited working it, every day. But I don't know if I'm working or I'm playing because I get to do whatever it is that I want every single day. And I want other people to be able to experience this level of freedom. Like, I am so passionate about what I do. I love it. I'm thankful that I don't have a job. Now, if you have a job, as we said, we're not knocking jobs. You need one oftentimes to help you to stay in business while you're building a business. But ultimately, I think everybody wants to wake up when they're done sleeping and have that freedom. And so from the beginning, Dan said, I want a company where, there's no I gotchas, there's no hoops to jump through and hurdles to go over. It's straightforward. Literally, I mean, the way he says it, the business is free. Just purchase your products, and for less than $100, you get all 3. Like, you get a month's supply of the tea, you get these amazing Miracle in a Bottle O2 drops, and a month's supply of the organic greens, the Thrive. So all 3 of them, and the business, and all of the amazing systems. I mean, we got some great things coming. Like, I heard about the My 10K Life. I can't wait for that.
That's
Those
wonderful.
10,000 step things. Yeah, that's going to help people to get fit. So we say, like, live Laura, live life, live fit. And so we're going to help you to reclaim your health, guys. We have to take personal responsibility for our health. It's not up to the doctors. We need to get off the prescriptions if at all possible. And so these natural, organic, herbal products are what you need. And I tell people, even if you're in a different network marketing company, and maybe you're not in wellness, you don't even have to join the business. Get these products in your
Absolutely.
system. If you want to travel the world with whatever it is your passion is, you want to do it pain-free, you want to do it energetically, you want to do it prescription-free. And so it's about what we put in our bodies now. And so we give this disclaimer. We're not saying that our products treat, cure, or heal anything. But when you give the body what it needs in a form that it can use it in, your body can heal itself. God made your body to heal itself, but you've got to give it the right components. This tea gives it the right components. The organic greens and Thrive gives it the right components. And Al, I know I'm gonna call you a tea guy, right? But those O2 drops, that's my passion. I mean, people have to learn the power of cell oxygenation. That is like the single most number one vital nutrient, guys. You got to learn about oxygenating your cells. So we have all those 3 things with an incredible pay plan. I've gotten paid on time each week for 3 years. And now with Lura Life, it's just going to keep getting bigger. So we're expanding all over. You got Latin America. Oh, thank you for getting the freight forwarder sent up so everyone in Latin America can get their products quicker. Appreciate that.
You bet.
We got things.
Glad to do it.
We got things growing tremendously in Africa, of which I'm flying to South Africa in August, guys. So my first time going international. And I've been speaking for several years that I am an international leader. And now it is being coming to fruition with going there in August. So everybody in South Africa, I'm coming. And hey, Ghana, you're not going to be left behind too. And I'm certainly going to Colombia as well. So I got a lot of traveling to do, helping people all around the world.
That's the beauty of this business. Boomy, and I am so proud of you, Boomy. I mean, your tenacity, because I know that prior to Lura Life, The O2 model is good, but you know, it's not what Lura Life is today. So I admire your tenacity, your persistence, your ability to roll with the punches. Guys, that's a real entrepreneur, because anybody can call themselves an entrepreneur. Most people are what I call wantpreneurs, because they run into a rabbit hole the first time there's something complicated. So I admire you, Boomy. You are an international leader, and I think that you're, you know, all those seeds you've been sowing into yourself are really going to come to fruition here in the next 12 to 24 months. But guys, this is, you know, Boom, you said something that's real personal to me, and I want to make sure everybody understands this. If we were to remove the pay plan, if we were to remove even the product for a minute, doing well in network marketing. Now, what does doing well mean? It might mean making $4,000 or $5,000 a month. It doesn't have to be some outlandish amount of money. I can assure you two things. One is it is very different to earn a $50,000 residual leverage-based income in network marketing as it is to make that identical amount at a job that requires the alarm clock, the commute, the dropping off the kids at the childcare, sitting in a cubicle 8 or 10 hours a day. Maybe you have a good boss, maybe you don't. You got to raise your hand to get time off. I mean, all this nonsense, right? It is different. Even if you're not making tons and tons of money, it's different the way that you do that. The second thing is, you know, Boomy, as you know, I'm married. I've been married 18 plus years. I've got 14-year-old twins whom we homeschool. We are, you know, we bought lock, stock, and barrel after I left being a mortgage banker many years ago. My kids don't know what it's like for me to have a traditional employment. You know, we spend mornings with them. We have breakfast together. We have lunch together, barring certain exceptions. Now, why do I say all that, guys? It's the quality of life that Lura Life can also provide you if you get if you get sold out. Now, when I say sold out, I don't mean SOLD. I mean SOULED, sold out. Because when you do that, you become unstoppable, right? I don't know if you're going to make $10,000 a month in 3 months or 13 months. The point is, you will get there if you simply follow the pattern. And it's a great way to do business and a great way to live.
Al, thank you so much for being on here today. I could just sit here and conversate with you about this for much longer, because this is personal to me. As I said, guys, for those of you who are just joining, find out about the Lura Life products. Thanks to Al and the other corporate staff, we have 5 amazing videos, very short, but they give you the understanding. So if you want to see what the T is about, what the O2 drops are about, what the Thrive is about, look at those short videos, inbox me, and I will send those to you. We have a beautiful 4-minute video that gives an overview of the business, and that 4x4 he's talking about, it really shows you how simple the pay plan is, but powerful. So definitely look at that video of whoever's sharing this Facebook Live with you. And Al, you see I have on my Lura Life shirt. I still do old school. I'm about to go do a home presentation, guys. I'm about to go into Baltimore and get into the living room of a young lady who just joined about 2 weeks ago, and we're going to present to about 10 people tonight. We build from event to event. Yeah, we do online, but we still do offline. It's all about exposures, guys, and we are going to expose this to the masses. In fact, if you know anybody in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm actually doing 2 presentations there, June the 7th and June 8th. The bigger one, June 8th, at the Mecklenburg Library. But just inbox me and I'll give you that information. If you know people in North Carolina, you want to get them there, guys. Let it be known, Lura Life has hit the network marketing stage. We are going to break records. We got a vision that's big. It is strong. We got the right people at the helm. The only thing that's missing is you. So give us a call today, or give that person who invited you to here. And if you want to hear Al do his masterful presentation every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, dial into 425-440-5100. Again, 425-440-5100. That PIN number is 913-877#. You can hear his presentation, but don't wait till Tuesday. Inbox us today and we'll get you that information. Any last closing words, Al?
You know, I think we've said it all. I think that if anything, guys, if anything at all resonates with you, product, pay plan, what about just curiosity? What if the what if gets you? Then I want you to inbox Boomy, inbox the person that shared this with you, and take a step forward. Stand up and be counted, right? I always use that term, wandering generality. Don't be like the masses. And again, this is not about a certain amount of money. Step up in life, right? Be proud of
Yes.
what you're doing. A lot of my why is my wife and kids, right? And of course the whole Rural Life family now. So step up and be counted. Don't overthink this thing, because here's what's going to happen. Some people, are going to jump on this and get done. The last thing you want to do is overthink this, and 2 months from now, someone gets in that you didn't think would get in, and now they're inviting you when they could have
That's
been on
right.
your team, right? So you
Awesome.
want to make a decision.
Well, thank you, Al, guys. We want you to live that Laura life, that earth life. So live life, live fit, live it, Laura. And with that, Al, we thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next call. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Take care. A lot of
All
success
right.
tonight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.